Welcome back to the channel, Little Flexers. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We have for you Excadrill Control. This is easily one of the most difficult decks to play in the standard format. So if you're up for a challenge, I would highly consider this deck. Now let's figure out why it's one of the most difficult decks to play. Well, let's take a little jaunt through the deck list. As you can see, there are an absolute ton of different cards, a lot of one-ofs, and a lot of different options during your turn. So Excadrill Control revolves around this Excadrill with the Rototiller attack. For 1 fighting energy, you can shuffle 4 cards from your discard pile into your deck. So that's going to be the primary way that we recycle all the things that can disrupt our opponent. Things like Crushing Hammer, things like Lily's Polka Doll, things like Reset Stamp, and Jesse and James. We also have, for our draw, some Cinccino, make do, discard a card from your hand in order to draw 2 cards. It's going to be the main draw engine of our deck. And for the early game, we play Zacian for the Intrepid Sword ability. For some more disruption, we have Absol, which increases the opponent's basic retreat cost by 1. And then we also have Giratina. When you play it from your hand, you can discard a special energy card from your opponent's active Pokemon. To increase the disruption, we also have Lucario and Melmetal and Persian. Persian with its make 'em pay attack. If your opponent has 4 or more cards in their hand, they reveal their hand. Discard cards you find there until your opponent has exactly 4 cards. So what can happen a lot of times when you play against other players is they will try to hoard resources in their hand. And when they get up to 8, 9, 10 cards because they're trying to save cards so they can Marnie cards back into their deck, you can get a Persian active, make 'em pay, and discard not only their hand down to 4 cards, but you can discard all the good resources that they would want for future turns. Things like Switch, things like Energy with that make 'em pay attack. Moving down into the supporter and items, we have 1 Chip-Chip Ice Axe. Important to note that this card is in here because this is going to be pivotal to your mid to late game strategy of hand locking your opponent and then using a Chip-Chip Ice Axe on the top 3 cards to put something less than desirable on the top. We also have a lot of disruption supporters. So the biggest one that we'll use is Jesse and James. Jesse and James, each player discards 2 cards from their hand and your opponent discards first. So when your opponent gets to less than 4 prizes, you can very easily play 1 Jesse and James in combination with a Weezing, this Surrender Now ability. If you discard this Weezing with the effect of Jesse and James, your opponent discards an extra card. So if they're at 3 prizes, let's say they've taken 3 knockouts, you can go ahead and reset stamp them, Jesse and James, in combination with a Weezing, and discard their entire hand. We also have other ways to discard their entire hand, even if they're not below 3 prizes or 4 prizes. We have the Lieutenant Surge's strategy, and you can use Lieutenant Surge's strategy if you're behind on prizes to go ahead and use double Jesse and James. That often doesn't happen because of how resource hogging Jesse and James is. You need 2 other cards in your hand that you're willing to discard along with the supporter. So it's not often that you're going to be able to pull off a double Jesse and James combo, but it is something that can happen. We also play the other unique card in this list I find that is pretty interesting is this Judge Whistle, and I want to take just a second to talk about this one. Judge Whistle is in here because if you'll remember from other control decks in the past, things like a Rangaroo could recycle 3 cards to the bottom of the deck, and that was really important because you could draw a card and then 1 make do would get you the other 2 cards from the deck. So you could have that perfect deck getting every resource that you want every single turn. We don't have that with the Excadrill because it recycles 4 cards. So when you have 4 cards with just 1 make do and 1 draw, that means there's 1 card that you're not going to see. So the Judge Whistle is basically a free slot. You get to put it in your deck and you get to draw an additional card, and it basically makes it so that your 4-card deck becomes a 3-card deck in essence, and you get to see the other 3 cards guaranteed every single turn. So that is the list, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see me play decks like this, you can head on over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/FlexDaddyRighteous, where I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you want the deck list for this to try it on your own, hop in the description below. It's going to be down there like it always is. I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy this next game. And remember, good luck and also have fun. Yeah, when your opponent mills. When your opponent mills themselves for you. No better feeling than that. All right, Eternatus. Y'all think we're going to win this one, chat? They already burned a switch, huh? Yeah. Yeah, no, we've done it. We've done it. I can already tell. I can already tell, bro. Unless they get... No, it's not. No, it is possible. They could get their remaining 3. Okay. I would love to see a Jirachi get donked by Zigzagoons. That'd be pretty epic. All right, let's go Cynthia Caitlin. Put Persian in the discard. We get a doll, great. And we can go Stellar Wish. Quick ball, please. No quick ball. Nah, actually, just nothing. No cards. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we get another turn, but geez, that's pretty frustrating. So on the next turn, we have Bird Keeper and Stellar Wish available to us. So I think what we'll end up doing is Stellar Wishing first, and then Bird Keeper. Because I don't want to Bird Keeper first and then have to put the doll on the bottom. The other thing we could potentially do is try to get up a Lucario Melmetal, but I don't know that it matters in this matchup. The only thing that Lucario Melmetal would be good for, yo, they get the Hoopa. The only thing that Lucario Melmetal would be good for would be to like remove a couple of energy. I don't know that the damage reduction is worth it. So. Yikers! We will get to draw some more cards. But, geez, man. You didn't have to be so rude about it. Let's go quick ball. Let's get ourselves... We could get ourselves another Rachi. I think I should have tributed first. That's okay. I think we're going to be fine. Let's get the Rachi. Let's go tribute. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, at this point, we could... Well, they have the Dark City, so we can't actually stall anything. Okay. So we'll go Bird Keeper into the Rachi. We get the Galar Mine. Great. We get Capture Energy. Also great. Let's go ahead and get a Minccino. And then I don't want to... grab a Zacian, I don't think. Because they can... I don't want them to be able to boss 2 non-GXs. So I think it's going to be Minccino here. And then we'll try to get a Drilbur out later. Okay, we get a boss. I think that's going to save us a little bit more. Although the Erikas could be really saucy for this matchup. What y'all think? It's like 6 cards with the Erikas. All right, we'll take Erikas. I feel like if they have knockout here, that would just be wild because they would have to retreat twice. So yeah, we have the boss. I should have looked at my hand too. We have the boss in hand as well. Okay. So Pierce probably gets them. All right, they have the hiding, so they must have switch. Would be my thought. And they take another, so they're going to attach the hiding there. They must have switch. That's a basic dark. Okay, so they don't have it. All right. And they're playing right into our Erika. That was a misplay as well. I really just dislike what was going on there. So let's go Judge Whistle. Give me a quick ball. Okay, Crushing Hammer is fine. And we'll go Crushing there. And then we'll play Erika's for like 7? Is it 7? Cool. Great. Let's get a Drilbur out at this point. Stellar Wish. I mean, we're trying to, yeah. Let's go, let's just take, no, let's take the Chip-Chip. Let's take the Chip-Chip. Okay. We're not going to play it this turn, I don't think. But let's just take it. I'm also going to save the Crushing Hammer. And then we'll go make do. I think we should have made do first. It's fine. Couple of make do's here. Great. No, we'll pass. Cool. Okay, so we Stellar Wished too early. We should have made do first. I don't think it'll punish us that hard, but we just have more dig into our deck. We'll see if they have the double switch or not. We know that they have the hiding energy. I really want to save the Crushing Hammer for the hiding energy. And then on the next turn, we are looking for... Yeah, there's the hiding. Maybe they have switch. Okay, we see a Marnie. All right. Mad respect. We also had plays with Jesse and James there, but okay, Scoop Up Net is awesome. Yell Grunt is great. I mean, I'm taking both of those. I'm taking both of those. Cool. And there's the Scoop Up Net of his own. This is where I don't understand. I think the Eternatus players that we've been playing have been putting their damage on the wrong thing. Like, I think you actually do go to the Lily's Pokédoll there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I feel like you do though. All right, so they're gonna take one prize. We could spook them out here with a Jesse and James with a Weezing. It's definitely a lot to get, and I think what we'll want to do is Yell Grunt. They're benched anyway, but it's something I'm thinking about right now. So there's the Giratina, cute card for us. But we want to just continue to make do. If we can find ourselves a Surge, that would be pretty awesome. We do get Surge. Okay. Cool. Make do. We're gonna want to get another Drilbur as well. We have that available. There it is. Let's Surge. Let's go ahead and Cynthia and Caitlin. Discard Quick Ball. Take the Surge back. And then we also have Yell Grunt. Yeah, the biggest thing is just to keep this thing without energy. So let's go Yell Grunt. Yeah, and then we'll take another look at the deck. So once again, we've prized 2 fighting. I think, right? We didn't discard one earlier. Yeah, we prized 2 fighting once again in this matchup, which is a big yikes. Let's just take another look. We have the Excadrills. We got one more Crushing left. So that's no bueno. I'm gonna get this down just to have it, and then I feel like we might as well attach an energy here, I guess, and then I'll pass. I don't mind leaving the doll active at this point. So the thing with taking the Erikas at this point in the game, Dan, yo, Bird Keeper me again, bro. The thing with taking the Erikas at this point in the game is that our hand is going to be too big from like make do's and tributes and stuff. And they play a Sneasel line. Okay. I see you out there, bro. Oh my gosh. That's going to be really tough to deal with. Okay, so we need to get the fighting energy like this turn. And if we have to use the Rosa to do it, I will. But what we need to do is get back our Crushing Hammers because we just need to get rid of energy like pronto. Oh, that's so sad. It's such a sad game. Okay, so we get that. Let's go ahead and we'll draw 3 first. Okay, we get a boss onto Sneasel. What, the hiding the hiding works on everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's the Dark City that doesn't work. Man, I can't believe he plays Swell too. He plays Dark City and Swell. Okay. Well, let's make do. I think the Scoop Up Nets are the weakest cards in our hand. This we need. We need it like next turn. I think we want to keep this active. So. Okay, very cool. So what we can do now is Jesse and James and get rid of their entire hand. And then we can chip them, yeah. So let's go JJ. They discard 2 cards. I presume it's gonna be a really tough choice for them, but we're gonna get rid of all 3 anyway. Obviously, if this were a tournament setting, we would just go like, oh yes, we have the Weezing as well, but there's that. And then they discard a card. Yep. And then we chip. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it has to be a dark, but that's just like, that's so savage. All right, and then we'll Rototiller. And then we gotta go Crushing. What do we do? They have a dark. Do we go just 3 Crushings and a Chip-Chip? Because we know what's in their hand at this point. So the Chip-Chip seems particularly useful. I would like a Stadium, but I think just trying to get rid of energy is the biggest thing. Did I prize Palpad? Yeah. Yeah, I prized a lot of stuff. So we know that they have the energy. I presume they will go to the Eternatus. I think that's what you want to do. Yeah, so they do end up going to the Eternatus. We need to make sure that we save the Ordinary Rod for this fighting energy as well. I'm manifesting that into reality. Let's go make do. We want to see the Chip-Chip here as the biggest card. Crushing Hammers would be amazing as well. So we'll go Crushing onto... Let's take the Hiding. Even though we have Giratina, let's take the Hiding. And then we'll Crushing again. We do get another Heads. Let's take it off of... Does it matter? Let's take it off of the bench. And then... Let's go make do. Make do away a reset stamp. We get another Crushing, so we might as well play it. We do get Heads. Let's go Cynthia and Caitlin. We don't need to boss or anything because we have their kind of their perfect target up front. We'll take a Yell Grunt back. Yeah. So evil. And the Chip-Chip. So let's give him Pokécom. It's the weakest card. And then we will Rototiller. And then we will get, let's see, Crushing and Chip. Actually, since we know that they don't have any energy left, we don't need to get Chip-Chip. So we can find something else that we like. Like the Mine is really good. At this point, we have them kind of locked in. We can get one other thing that we might want. I think this seems good. Yeah, we're just gonna accrue another Crushing Hammer in our hands. Yeah, at this point we don't need a ton. So there's the Judge Whistle. We'll draw a card. Surge is a dead card really for us, so we'll get rid of it. And then there's the Galar Mine. We'll just use that to bump. And then we also get the Chip-Chip. So I think at this point, yeah, we'll just go ahead and Chip-Chip. Let's give him the Quick Ball. It's the worst card. And then we'll go with, let's see, do we want to? Yeah, we'll make do again. Go with the Boss, I suppose. And then at this point, we'll Rototiller again. Okay, so are you bored yet? Chip-Chip is gonna be the thing that we need. Galar Mine. We might start timing out, so we need to just get going fast. What we're gonna wanna try to build up to is the double JJ play. So I actually want to put, yeah, like JJ in the deck as well. So these are the cards. Okay. So at this point we should be able to draw through until we get everything in our deck. The other thing too, we could do, we could try to, yeah, we just don't have the energy and it's a little bit spread out right now. So we go, let's see. Make do, get rid of Surge. Okay, we'll draw a card. Galar Mine. Sadly, that's the best card. And then we'll Rototiller. I mean, they have a very real chance to win here, for what it's worth. Okay. Let's see what they have. Yep, so they're gonna pitch that, or put that Weavile down. It's fine. Okay. The problem is that if they get another hiding energy, then the Weavile like kind of does just insanely well. We'll go make do away the Yell Grunt. Okay, reset stamp. There, and did I get back the, yeah. Now we need the Judge Whistle is already in the deck, okay. Take back a Cynthia and Caitlin, I suppose. Okay. All right, so 12 minutes left, but it's gonna be us trying to position ourselves to reset stamp double Jesse and James because they have just too many cards for us to deal with. So we'll go make do away at Jesse and James, but we can't afford to break the lock of Chip-Chips. So there's Eternatus. And if we give them things that we can Jesse and James away, all the better as well. Just from their hand, you know. So Chip-Chip, take a Surge. The Whistle's already in the deck as well. Go there, and go there, I guess. Sure. Yeah, we'll take 2 Crushings. So there is a chance that we miss the Chip-Chip here, because we did shuffle it into the deck of 6 cards. So the max that we can see next turn is going to be 5 cards. We know that they have 2 dead cards in hand, which makes all this a little bit nicer. But oh no, we do have the Judge Whistle. Okay, I take everything back. Discard Surge. We'll go Chip-Chip again. Give him another Weavile. Go JJ. And then we'll Rototiller. Give me back that. That. JJ for sure. And yeah, I think we're chilling. I think we're good. Yeah, we're looking really nice. Well, so there they already had 2 cards in their hand. So I felt like it was better to, like, we knew that they had 2 dead cards in their hand. So I feel like if they just have 2 dead ones, then why not just take those out, right? If we don't have to overextend to get the double JJ combo, then I think I am cool just chilling with their hand. The other thing about the JJ combo though is that yeah, it is really nice to we should try to do that this turn, I think. This next turn. I do agree. We should try to position ourselves to do it. And we actually can. Let's see if we have enough. Yeah, we should be able to do it this turn. So we'll make do. Because we want to get good resources out of their hand, right? So they got 1 left. So that's going to be a Jesse and James, I think. Right. So then we go here, we play 1. Jesse and James go reset stamp. Trying to make sure that we don't 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I mean, we're getting down really low, but it's fine. Actually, the other thing we can do is just, we can hit him again with the Chip-Chip combo. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait 1 turn. Yeah, so I played that a little bit early, but that's okay. Let's go Zigzagoon at the top, and then we'll Rototiller. Yeah. But yeah, Dan, you're totally right. We should start going for the Zigzagoon combo because or the double JJ combo, because they have bad cards in their hand, but eventually they're going to start drawing into their supporters. Yo, you think they're a new player and this is their first game on PTCGO? They're like, man, I just got my cards and I can't wait to play my new Pokemon trading card game deck. Good stuff. Do they know they're going to be in a YouTube video? Oh boy, I just traded for four Eternatus VMAX. I can't wait to play. Queues up PTCGO. First game is against Control. I mean, props to this man for sticking it out, though. All right. So we'll make do. Let's go ahead and discard this. And he has 119 tournament rep. Okay. All right. So then we can go here. Let's see. We go reset stamp to 4. JJ would need 6 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would pretty much decimate our entire hand. So maybe we wait 1 turn. All right, we're gonna wait another turn. Yo, okay, it's getting sketchy here though. It is getting sketchy here. All right, so we have to give him that. And then we go, once again, Rototiller. Y'all think Eternatus cost ceiling makes it inaccessible for new players? I mean, how much are Crobats going for now? Are they still up at that like 20 pack? Still costing about 20 packs or something? Because I would agree that's pretty expensive for a single card, but that's not like out of the ordinary though, you know? That's pretty, that makes a lot of sense. 15. Yeah, but codes now are pretty cheap too. They're like 50 cents. So if you're actually just getting into the game right now, then you can get Crobats. I mean, this is only, you know, $7, right? If they're 15 packs, then it's like a $7 card. So how many games does it take to get the sequencing down on this deck? Far too many. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I don't think I have it at all. Perfect yet. So we'll go make do again. We know that they have an energy in their hand. That's pretty good, but I want to get rid of the supporters. So the last card in here is the Chip-Chip, which is important. At this point, I think we can reset stamp them. And they're like, oh yay, new cards. And then we go here, and then we go here. We wanted them to take one more prize, I think. That would make this whole thing easier, because then we could go reset stamp, JJ, plus yeah, plus other stuff. Yeah. So there's that. We'll go here. And then we'll go here. Sure. And then Chip-Chip. So yeah, we'll put Hoop on the top. Hoop on the top. And then we'll take a look during their turn what they discarded. We're getting down to time though. We need to be very cognizant of our time, because it is times they are changing. It almost doesn't matter what we grab at this point though. So long as we can get into the Chip-Chip continually. So they got rid of Swell. Okay, that's good. It's really good for us. They had 2 Swell in this list? Bruh. I mean, it's almost to the point where they can't win. Like, they're almost exhausted from resources. They haven't gotten rid of any Gust effects, though. What were day 1 Crobats? What were Crobats on day 1? $40 packs. My goodness. Yeah, that seems way too expensive. Crobat is a card that's really strong, but only in like it's not as strong as Shaman was in the past, and I feel like people are getting that kind of confused. You know, they're like, oh yes, Shaman was very undervalued. Well, yeah, I would say it was undervalued when it first came out, and then people realized, oh yes, this card is insane. So we'll make do again. We will Judge Whistle. Chip-Chip. Give him that Sneasel. And then Rototiller. So we're once again building up the hand as much as we can to do the double JJ combo. All we need is this. We need the thing, and then we'll just take one other random card. It's getting a little close. We got 5 minutes to try to finish this out. I think we can, but we do need to be cognizant that we don't have a ton of time. Like, certainly time is not on our side. But props to the opponent for really playing it out. They're doing a fantastic job. We should also make sure that we grab, okay. So there's the Chip-Chip. Get that. Go make do. And then we'll rototiller. Back in this, this, and yeah, a random card. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Miami Dole. Appreciate that. People were trading gold quick balls for Crobats? My goodness. Where was I for all this? Yeah, I hope you guys like the jams, the squammies, as it were. All right, they're gonna play a quick ball. That's huge. That's really nice. Thank you for doing such. There also comes a point where we can kill their hand, and then you know, and then like there comes a point where we break the seal, and it doesn't matter. Like a Marnie won't save them, or a research like won't save them. Like we're almost nearing the point of kind of no return for them, where it's like they just don't have the resources left to like even get attacks off. The Hoop is kind of scary with the Weavile, I will admit, but they need to take a lot of attacks to win the game. So there might be an opportunity for us to win via that. Okay, it's gonna be our turn again. We get to go make do. Chip-Chip. Chip-Chip. And then rototiller. So again, just building the hand as big as we possibly can to try to once again get the double combo off. Take another reset stamp, and we'll take a hammer. Yeah, I believe it. The hype, I mean, since Pokemon has grown so big, like the hype has been getting just like bigger and bigger. Like when I first started playing, people were not as excited about certain cards. And I think just the quality of the player base has increased. So people are like, oh yes, you know, that card, like I understand that card will be good. And then the other thing too is like, since there are a lot of reprints, you know, like Crobat is a functional reprint in a lot of ways of Shaman. So, you know, people are like, oh yes, I understand what Shaman did and why Shaman was so good, so I should get in on this as well. So let's go draw a card here. Get that. Chip-Chip. All right, it's getting dicey here, fellas. We'll give him an energy, but it's fine. Then we'll rototiller. So we need to be pretty quick. I haven't seen a single boss. So maybe this deck just doesn't play bosses orders. That seems crazy to me, but we have not seen a boss here. So I do not know what's going on. Like those are cards that we want to really get rid of for sure. So let's go Crushing Hammer. Heads, you're done. Let's go make do. We'll discard the other Crushing Hammer. We'll make do again. Let's go here. Didn't really need to do that. Chip-Chip. We'll put another dark on top. There's our first boss. And then we'll rototiller. Okay. So we do need to go pretty quick here to finish it up. We might even want to do things like just pass. Like not even rototiller or not even like make do. Like there is gonna be a game state where we just want to pass. It's not yet, but that is coming up because we are down to 2-4. I would have liked to be about 5 minutes at this point, but that's just with the times constraints of PTCGO, it just wasn't an option for us. So let's go ahead and make do. We will draw a card because that's our Chip-Chip. Let's go ahead and play JJ. They have just mostly useless cards in their hand, but we'll get rid of a reset stamp and a surge. Probably once again should have saved this hand for a double play, but I'm just getting a little bit nervous about the end of the game. So that's why I'm making that play. Okay, so here's where we give them the research on the top, and then we rototiller. We put back Crushing Hammer, Chip-Chip, Crushing Hammer. Okay. Maybe a Jesse and James. That's fine. Giving them a research, if they top deck research, I still don't think that they win. Like, it's kind of absurd to me that they would play a research at that point to go down to 1 card left in deck. They do get access to Marnies and stuff, but then we could go, you know, Jesse and James. Like, there's, again, we're reaching the point where they just don't have enough resources to win the game. They can continually hoopa, right, with the hiding energy, but then we have Crushing Hammers, and if we hit, yeah, and there's the concede, because they know at this point that they can't play their supporters. They just got down, we grinded them down enough to the point where they couldn't play their supporters. Let's go, baby. Getting that big dub with Excadrill Control. Did you learn something?